Hey guys, Tommy the Iron Beast, welcome back to the channel. We're getting into some more Reacher today, episode 4. Looking forward to seeing what else he does as he's bulldozing through anyone and everyone. He's just taken out those assassins. It's going to be interesting to see how he ties things up now because he can't question them. So really it's just another dead end. But yeah, love the teamwork that's happening between three of them now. It's good to see and looking forward to seeing what happens in this episode. So let's get into it. Maybe 300 Ks in the boot. Over 250 anyway. Bend their legs, dude. Oh. Could have just bent his leg. He's just going to break it. That's brutal. Love how brutal he is. He's not worried about finesse, really. Check-in time.
Any luck tracking down Spivey?
Dead end.
I found out Hubble's been lying to his wife. Hasn't worked at the bank in a year. Potential lead on your brother's rental car. Off Rural Route 9. On my way. Time to stop for a snack, I see.
Worked up an appetite. Missing out.
Yeah, on heart disease. Farmer chasing down one of his pigs found it.
Joe would have wanted an SUV for headroom.
We're in big car country.
Burns darkest in the center, then spreads out.
It's Roscoe.
It's Roscoe.
It's Joe's car or what? Might be able to get a partial VIN.
Old army trick. When you run out of gun oil, acetic acid from ketchup, salt for abrasion, make a great metal cleaner.
And you put that in your body.
Tastes good.
That's a good point.
I'll get Picard to run the VIN.
South Americans got to Spivey before I did.
Well, you told him you had a dead end, not a dead body.
I know where you can find the South Americans, but they won't talk.
7 bodies since you set foot in my town.
They charged me, and they were armed. And the real number's 8. Hubble's dead, too. We just haven't found him yet.
You're either not talking or saying the exact thing that pissed me off.
Okay, what matters is
Those bodies get found. We'll be flooded with state cops, county cops.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Can't hide the bodies. Front exit wound.
That's an exit wound. You shot them in the back.
This isn't the movies. I had a chance to kill him, and I did.
Starting to doubt him a bit.
What happened in Baghdad?
Yeah.
If we're gonna see this thing through, I need to know what kind of person I'm working with.
It wasn't Baghdad. It was a small village 40 clicks north. Group of boys, 10, 11 years old, played soccer in a bombed-out hangar every day. Whenever they'd see me, they'd wave. Between insurgents and IEDs, I wanted to make sure they got home safe. 3 men from the village were abusing the boys. I sent the kids away, but stayed to give the adults a choice. They could turn themselves into Iraqi police, or they'd answer to me. I knew they'd come for me. I was ready.
They should have left well alone.
You have a problem with me killing people who hurt children? Because I want to know the kind of person I'm working with. Now let's get to the airport and dump these bodies.
And stash it in the airport parking.
Fuck's sakes.
Gotta love it when security walks out of the little office and doesn't even lock the door. Might have been a self-locking door, I guess. Wipe down the car while she's still holding her milkshake. Her drink.
When I asked Mosley what kind of business Kleiner was in, what he didn't say?
Manure, fertilizer. Yeah.
It was a hell of a lot of animal feed.
Oh, I love it.
Is this really necessary?
Lots of Jags in the city, but only one with plates we'll recognize.
King or 2 queens?
2 queens.
Put it under Officer Welty. First name Eudora. E-U-D-O-R-A.
She's fast on her feet.
Cash.
From our friends in the trunk. People get paid a lot to kill me. Eudora Welty. Fan of her writing?
Surprised you've heard of her.
I like short stories. Get right to the point.
No nonsense.
Guess there's Welty's your go-to, but when you travel, it's Margaret Mitchell. You can tell a lot about a person by their pseudonyms. Take from her what you will, but I like forgotten vice presidents and Yankee second baseman.
Oh, well, if I'd known that, I would have checked us in under Willie Rudolph.
Hey, starting to like her.
event someone tracks us here, this won't keep them out, but it'll slow them down. Give me a few extra seconds to get my shot off.
You know we're on the 7th floor?
I know half a dozen sharpshooters that could take us out on the 15th floor. Don't sleep with your head where it's expected to be either. Molly Beth.
My flight lands at ATL at 5 p.m.
Can't meet you there. Too many cameras at the airport.
Molly Beth, take the train to 5 Point Station.
Joe told me so much about you.
You're having this woman fly across the country and deliver papers she could have just shipped. Just talk.
Humane.
You two must have been close if you let him bore you with stories about me.
Top to bottom, everyone respected him. A real lead by example kind of guy, you know?
Yeah, I do.
He'd go on about how smart you are. Pain in his ass sometimes.
He was the only man I ever felt small next to. I'm glad he found you, Molly Beth. He didn't take to people easily, so you must be special.
I cared about him, too. Very much.
What a sweetheart.
I will see you tomorrow.
Good night.
You okay?
I'm fine.
You're hurting. And you still tried to comfort Molly Beth.
Awesome.
If anybody tries to come through that door, shoot him.
Took a while for this scene to come, but
Who's watching the door?
or it was just the thing.
As far as I'm concerned, it changes nothing.
Okay.
That's quite interesting because you can see he doesn't let many people in, but he's taken to her a bit. And you can tell she's the same, but she's still just all business, having a bit of fun and straight back into it.
Officers Welty and Randolph, we'd like to talk to you about Pete.
You're looking for our son.
Is Petey okay?
Well,
He's fine. But we want to ask him some questions, see if maybe he can help us at all with our investigation.
Here's his address.
Thank you.
why'd you laugh?
It would have gotten emotional. We don't have the time.
He's on a mission.
Kleiner is one of Margrave's most important citizens, and as such, we treat him and his family with due respect. He suggested I consider removing you from your job, which is ironic, seeing how his donations to our force allowed us to match your bloated New England salary demands when we hired you. Find who killed our brother in arms, and maybe we can see if that inflated paycheck of yours can be pumped up a little bit more.
Wow.
We on track? One step out of line, you're off the case. 2 steps, you lose your career.
Well, I really don't like that guy at all.
Father's on the line, says it's urgent.
Hey, Pops.
Hey, I got that recipe you asked about, but I can't read some of the ingredients. I'd prefer to just give you a copy. 2S, 3W from my place in an hour. Just got off the phone with Captain Finley. Do you know how to use this? Hesitation will get you killed.
Cream? Sugar?
Black for both of us, please.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I'm so sorry for your loss.
I'm not. I warned him over and over that it was gonna catch up to him. You ever say anything?
When I want to.
He was stealing from his company, from Kleiner. He was hauling air conditioners for them down in Miami. Knew he'd piss off the wrong person eventually.
That wrong person shot your husband from behind.
Now you speak to say something like that?
Someone I care about was killed too. So if you have anything to share, share it now.
He really doesn't fuck around.
I assume he took the units, reboxed them, sold them on the black market. There was always boxes coming in and out of here.
That way you didn't report him missing.
Women can only take so much, right? Can bury his ass in Potter's Field for all I care. I'm flying out of here first thing tomorrow. I'm gonna stay with my folks till I can sell this place.
2S3W. Got it. Only thing he cared about moving was fake cash for Kleiner. Hoping Joe's files confirm it. 2S3W. 2 blocks south, 3 west of Picard's office.
Count to 4, then follow. Everyone holding up okay?
Where'd you get on the VIN?
Registered to a Chevy Equinox, owned by a car rental company. Both car and motel are under the name Ron Hassey.
He used the names of Yankees backup catchers.
Motel address, 1517 Oglethorpe Road.
Seems like a straight enough character. It's definitely helping them out a bit.
Briefcase and a garment bag. Picked up about 20 minutes ago.
What did he look like?
Foreign, maybe Hispanic or something?
More hitmen.
If you were walking out of there with Joe's stuff looking for his paperwork, what would you do?
Get lost before his giant brother found me.
Right. Keep the briefcase, dump the garment bag.
Looks like a punch list.
Oh.
As soon as I fire, we run in opposite directions.
That was awesome. She's gonna be pissed he led them away on purpose.
Son of a bitch.
He gets so angry about shit. Oh, good shot. Guy's a good fighter. I love the fighting in this show. Very clean.
Now I'm gonna pinch your skull all over the...
Too much talking, dude. Should have just taken a shot.
Thanks.
You made them follow you because you had Joe's note. Fucking cop, not some girl who needs your protection.
Clearly.
We agreed. Last night changed nothing. What the hell were you thinking?
I was thinking when Joe died, there was almost no one left in the world I cared about. And then I met you, and I felt better. Come on, we gotta change a tire.
Oh, awesome. He just sees his bit and keeps moving.
You know what? I want to know how the hell those guys got to the motel before we did.
I don't know. Maybe Stevenson's innocent act is just that, an act.
When I found Spivey in the trunk of that car, there was surveillance gear.
I guess he found out Joe's fake name and the motel, and they beat us there.
It's good we were careful around Stevenson.
I don't think it's Stevenson.
I know you don't need protection, but I went with my instinct. Just like I was taught.
Your boy pummeled a brigadier general's son.
That Bishop boy
Wow.
has a problem ever since we set foot in Okinawa.
But Bishop's gonna take it out on Stan any way he can. He's gonna torpedo my whole career. Sorry to be the
Wow.
bad news, but
It's not fair that you get in trouble.
you should have thought of that before you did what you did.
He hates me. I'm gonna take care of this. No, you're 12, Reacher. I'm not letting you get involved. But Joe,
Your
I can...
instinct was to keep your mouth shut.
It was the right one.
Wow, what a good big brother.
E unum pluribus, out of one many. Well, PH is obviously Paul Hubble.
Jobling's garage and Gray's Clanner file.
Already been to Jobling's garage.
Take the mystery number.
I'll try New York.
Memphis.
Good teamwork.
United States Environmental Protection Agency.
Okay, so WB is William Bryan, economics professor at Princeton.
My number went to the economics department at Columbia. Also at the European conference, also back in 3 days.
Memphis office of the EPA.
What the hell does any of this have to do with counterfeiting?
Or animal feed.
Okay, you gotta give the last one a rest.
It was a hell of a lot of animal feed.
Molly Beth lands in less than an hour, and there might be shorthand in your brother's files only you understand.
I know a PI who can help. Trusted her with my life on countless occasions.
Reacher.
Hello, Neely. How'd you know it was me?
Only person with my private number other than my dad. It's been a minute and a half.
She was on this team.
Fast and clean, ready? My brother was working for Secret Service. He was looking into counterfeiting in Georgia. Last week he got too close to the truth. Someone killed him for it.
You okay?
My brother was killed, not me.
My mistake. Forgot who I was talking to.
Joe's notes had the number to the Memphis EPA office next to the initials, JW.
I'm on it. And hey, boss, if you want to talk.
We just did.
You're an emotional dumpster fire. You know that?
Goodbye, Neely.
Always talk to you like that?
Sometimes she speaks her mind.
It says Molly Beth's plane lands in 15 minutes.
How long's the ride from ATL to 5 Points?
15, 20 minutes?
So we should get there between 1 and 6 minutes before she does, depending on traffic.
How is she gonna find us?
She knows what Joe looks like.
You gotta feel this.
No.
Oh, there's a decent bit of humor in this.
Red northbound train. They arrive on different platforms.
Looks like we found her. She wants to meet us at the top of the escalator.
Alright, well, by the music, something's going to happen. What's going to happen? I hope nothing happens to her. She's such a sweetheart.
She missed us and walked right by.
No one misses me when they walk by. Something's wrong.
Don't tell me someone got to her already.
You take the stairs, you take the elevator.
Someone's a step ahead of them. Oh, no. That sucks. I could just knocked her out and taken the files. Oh, man. Oh, that's a load of bollocks. He's going to get even more pissed. Wow, another amazing episode. This show is just over the top. I feel really sorry for the characters that are collateral damage. I feel sorry for Molly Beth. You could tell she had a personal relationship with him of some sort, outside of work maybe. Yeah, whoever's taken those files, they could have just like knocked her unconscious and taken the files. Didn't have to kill her. So it's obviously someone that's quite brutal. They're ruthless. They're not, it's sort of a bit personal. They're not just doing their job. They're unnecessarily killing people. Obviously, some of them are to send a message. But with Molly Beth, what message other than tying up loose ends? I mean, what could she do without the evidence anyway? Because she hadn't reported up the chain. Joe had kept it quiet, so he could have taken her information, and that would have been it. Just knock her unconscious. She wouldn't see who did it. But apart from that, yeah, excellent show. The teamwork's really cool. I love the dynamics between the three of them working together on the case, getting to know each other, and there's decent bit of humor in the show, which I really love. This particular episode was pretty close to me. A couple of days ago, I put a friend of mine, basically a brother, in the ground. He was ex-military. He gave me a lot of my upskilling and PSD work and things like that. And he'd done a lot of work all around the world for the NZ Army, and then eventually, going back into the Middle East during Iraqi freedom for a decade as well, training and running and recruiting PSD teams over there for American companies. And when I watched this show, he was the one that recommended I watch this show, actually. And, I did a lot of stuff based on his recommendation. A lot of my life I'd done since I was younger based on his mentorship, And so, actually, watching the Reacher character reminds me a whole lot of him in many, many ways. Mannerisms, the whole lot. Not just the military-style thinking, but actually personal mannerisms. And this is how my brother knew he was. So, anyway, excellent episode, guys. Appreciate you guys watching this along with me. Appreciate your comments. Thank you very much. Keep them coming down below. I will try and get the next ones out a bit quicker. Like I say, last few days I was away at a traditional Māori funeral for the Bro Nui. So, hence this is a little bit late coming up. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. So, that's going to be it for this video. Please give this a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll keep this content coming on. That's it for me for now, guys. Until the next one, take it easy.